As a supervisor, approvals can be done for many employees at once via the Approvals page. Navigate to the End of Period Procedures folder, then to the Approvals page. There are drop-down options at the top to choose the approval list if multiple were created, as well as filtering options to adjust which employees will display in the Approvals page. These drop-downs can also be set within the Approvals page and will be discussed more shortly. Then, click the button to launch approvals. The approval screen will launch in a new tab or browser window. Employee names will be listed either alphabetically or through other sorting methods by default. Time will then be split out into different columns depending on the company's individual setup, often into different pay types and a totals column. On the far right is a column with up to 3 buttons that allow you to open up the Punches page, the Hours page, and/or the Dollars page. This will assist when needing to review and edit time while still keeping approvals open in the background. At the top right are sorting options, including the approval and filter list that could also be seen displayed on the Approvals landing page prior to launching this new window. These filters can be used to quickly shrink down a large list to only those who have not yet been approved. You can also resort by supervisor, pay group, or employee by using the Sort drop-down. The headers of the columns are also interactive, allowing sorting on any of those items. For example, if I wish to see the employee with the most overtime, I can click the Overtime column to raise that name to the top of the list. On the far left of the screen are the checkboxes to mark a supervisor approval. Click on the checkbox of the employee or employees you wish to approve, and then click Save to lock them into place. Alternatively, the Approve/Unapprove All button can also be used to approve all employees in the display at once. If there are any outstanding requests or missing punches, the approval will be denied until the requests are approved or declined and the missing punches are fixed. If an employee approval is required, employees will be following the steps contained in the Approvals via the Total Hours page chapter. Often, it is possible for a supervisor to approve on behalf of the employee in case they are unable to do so themselves. By checking off the checkbox adjacent to the employee name under the Employee Approval column, and then clicking Save to lock it into place. It is also possible that ordering is restricted to ensure that an employee approves before the supervisor, or vice versa, graying out the second approver's checkbox until the first in the ordering has completed their approval. Depending on the time and attendance settings, an employee approval may not be a requirement, and therefore the employee approval column may not be available. It is important to note that once a timesheet is approved, it becomes locked down for the approver. So, once the employee has approved their time, no further edits can be made by the employee unless the supervisor unapproves the timesheet for them. If a supervisor approval must be removed, their supervisor or the time and attendance administrator would need to do so. Unapprovals are also completed from the same location as approvals by unchecking the approval checkbox and clicking Save.